they need to be in shape, but throughout the game, they're never breathing heavy. When we think of cardio, it's like we're either out of breath or we're not doing cardio. Not really the case, right? So if you think about a pitcher, it's kind of like golf, where you are moving, your heart rate will be up a little bit, but basically you need to be ready for a shot, and then you walk to the next, and then you're ready for a shot over the course of 3-4 hours. So what we're going to mimic that a little bit. So rather than breaking it up and saying we're going to do strength training and then we're going to do cardio, we're going to do some strength training, some upper body, and then we're going to do cardio. Now, the strength training is not going to be very strenuous, but the idea is your heart rate will be a little bit elevated when we do our strengthening. So we're going to go back and forth rather than what we've done in the past, where we've kind of done this and then we've done this, to try and mimic a little bit more of what normally happens, right? So everyone grab your golf club. All we're going to do is start with some shoulders and some forearms. So again, it's not heavy weights, but the one thing we haven't really addressed at all, which it is something that comes up quite often, is elbow issues. So you may have seen this in the past with baseball, but let's just start by grabbing your golf club. You're going to hold the grip, arm out in front of you, and what I want you to do is we're just going to start by doing just some openings all the way, and then some closings all the way. Now, the further your hand is to the butt of the club, the harder it'll be. So if you want it to be more challenging, keep your hand towards the butt of the club. So for now, what I want you to do is I want your arm to be straight. We'll do forearm straight and forearm bent. But let's start working from side to side and see how it feels, because if you feel like you can stretch and rotate your arm all the way down, like I'm doing, and then slowly rotate it all the way up, then do it that way. Hey, Mark, go ahead and grab the grip of your club. Yeah, go from there. Now it should feel significantly more challenging doing it that way. And let's get the arm at 90 degrees with your shoulder and straight out in front of you. And let's just do about 10 or 15 on each side, on your right side, and then we're going to go back to the left side. So this works a bunch of the forearm muscles. Go slow and controlled. Roger, grip that club a little stronger. Grab the club hard, hold it towards the edge. Yep, elbow straight, really control, slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. Good. And then let's switch sides. So we'll go other side, other arm. So we're going to rotate, our arm's going to be at 90 degrees. And we're going to go back and forth. I'm just going to move my computer. Keep going. Just a little bit better view. Arm out in front. We're going to rotate. So I can feel, so I know that my left forearm is a bit tighter. So this is as far as I can go on my left side. Where on my right side, I have a lot more range of motion. And I know I've had that issue in the past. So again, something to start to consider. Does your one arm rotate further than the other? All right, now go back to your original side. And instead of being straight this time, what you're going to do is bend your elbow a little bit. So your arm will be out in front. You'll be in a bent elbow. What this mimics, actually, impact position, right? So elbows bent, and we're going to do the same thing. Now, again, the further your hand is towards the edge of the club, the harder it's going to be. And we'll just start working, about 15 total. Back and forth. Keep that elbow bent. Hey, Drew, go ahead and bend your elbow a little more. Get the elbow kind of in your side. Almost think about like what your impact position would be, and then kind of get to that. So we've seen people in the past that have jammed their wrist or jammed their elbow. You know, if you get caught in the ground in this position, you kind of get jarring. So we want to make sure that we know what this position is and that we have some strength and stability in there. Good, and then let's switch sides. Good. And then Shannon, we'll go to you now for, a
little bit of
cardio. Round, and then we'll come back.
I was just going to ask Justin, should they be keeping their arm sort of pinned to the side, or should they be like letting that arm go as they twist the club? Just curious.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
So should they be turning like this, or when we're in that 90 degree, or should we just be
ideally it's kind of the elbow is straight and we're not this is shoulder rotation if my forearm moves.
Right.
If I'm holding it and moving just my wrist, that's just the forearm rotation.
Yeah, I just saw a couple of people going a little bit like this, and just wanted to clarify if we go back to this, just to kind of keep that elbow closer to the body, more fixed, right?
Yeah. And I really want you to control the grip. I know we can kind of I can just use momentum and just swing this baby side to side. I want you to really feel the weight of the club, grip it tight, and then really control the motion. We talked about it in one of our classes about how there's kind of a debate and argument on how tight to grip the club, where a lot of the PGA guys on the tour will tell you grip the club really, really light. But the problem that some people think is that those guys are so much stronger than you and I are, that their idea of gripping the club light would be you and I gripping the club really strong. And so there's kind of a debate on what's the right thing to think about. Like, should you and I, who aren't as strong as those guys, actually hold the club a little bit tighter because we need that ability to hold it to kind of bring it through the zone, versus those guys who might literally have double the wrist strength. So their thought that I'm going to hold it light is us holding it light. So
do you know what Jack Nicklaus said about that?
What did he say?
He said, picture that you're holding a bird in your hand. So you have it, hard enough so the bird stays in your hand, but not so hard that you're killing the bird.
Right.
And then as you swing, your hands will automatically adjust to hold the club, as tight as it needs to be. But you start with that, I think, in holding a bird.
Yeah. It's interesting because, a guy like that, we know now because they've tested some grip strength on PGA Tour pros. Again, his idea of holding something lightly, just because of his strength, could be different than ours. So it's interesting to think about, what's the difference between the two. Part of it is, and we spoke about this before, you need a certain amount of strength in your shoulders and grip strength so that you can swing the club through. Because if you're not strong enough, you'll literally lose the club. It'll go out of your hands. So they correlate that with grip strength and actually pull strength, right? So your body will only go as fast as it can stop. So you're not going to move your arms and body faster than the ability for you to slow down. So that is a great argument for grip and forearm and pulling strength. So, all right, Shannon, you ready?
All right, I'm ready. I'm going to switch over to you. So, guys, we're going to hit a little bit of cardio, and let's see. So I'll pin this. All right, we're going to hit a little bit of cardio. We're going to go back to a couple weeks ago. We did a little couple of different circuits that were pretty good. Push your golf club on the floor. This is the one that we're going to do that hop over, back and forth. So we're going to go for a minute. We've got 3 exercises. We're going to do minute on, 20 off. And for 3 exercises, we'll go twice. So that should bring us about 10 minutes, and we'll head back to Justin. Modify. If this is too much high impact, Roger, Brody, I know your back's feeling sore today. Do what you can. If you want to sit, totally cool. All right, guys, so we're going to jump going forward and backwards. So again, you can just walk this, or you want to really jog it, go forward and backwards. So get those arms moving, whatever you're doing, whether it's just walking, hopping, jogging. So we're going back and forth. So we want to get your heart rates up a little bit and then bring you back a little bit of work with Justin. And start to control that breathing. Say you're walking up, over by the forest, you're walking as you're out playing, you've got your bags on your back. Let's think about it. You guys are probably going to have to walk with your own clubs. No carts, no touching anything, as soon as they say go. So are you going to be ready and conditioned to get there and walk those hills, we want to make sure that you've got a little bit of training under your belt. 3, 2, 1. We're resting for 20. And the next one we're going to do is a little jumping jack. So we're going to do an alternating jack with arms up. So you're going to go alternating, but then we're going to come this way. So up and forward in 3, 2, 1. We're going for a minute. So you want to make this a little bit higher impact. Let's go. So regular jack, arms are forward, arms are out. If you want to make this just a little bit of a lower impact, but still cardio, alternate those legs and swing those arms. Big swings, guys. Get them going. Forward, side, forward, side. Try to keep your shoulders out of your ears, nice and long, and move the legs. Awesome, guys. We got about 20 seconds, and then we got another 20-second rest. Good job, Roger Nakagawa. I see you moving, Greg. Awesome. Drew, I can see your head popping there. 10 seconds. This is awesome, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Rest for 20. And the last one we're gonna do is an alternating knees up. We're gonna hit those knees. So if you wanna keep a little active rest, that's fine too. Just a little bit of a jogging. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternating knees are coming up. Again, you can do this nice and low impact, or give me a little pop on the balls of your feet. And we're going side to side. We did a little something like this morning in the class that I take, and my instructor said this is kind of like a little qigong. In qigong, they like to kind of move energy. And by doing that, you're kind of like helping renew things, get the blood flowing. So we're tapping the knees, pushing good energy, and bringing those hips up, right? So we're driving the knees up, moving those hip flexors and rotating a little bit through the core to either side. Again, here is your lower impact, a little bit slower. So impact, higher impact, taking it up a notch. Awesome, guys. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We've got 20 seconds, and we're gonna go back to our hop overs on our golf club. Hopefully you guys are all feeling good. If you need a little rest, grab a quick sip of water. Awesome. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Back and forth over your golf club. So get those feet moving. Move the arms. We can kind of get those jogging arms. Back and forth. Again, if you want to take it a little bit higher, you can just kind of run faster. Fast feet, move those arms. You want to get even crazier, you can get some little punches in there. If you've got little hand weights, you can add those as well. Awesome, guys. Less than 30 seconds. Whew. Nice job. Way to hang in there today. I know we just started you out nice and fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest for your 20. We're going to do our alternating jacks. Awesome, guys. So again, that active rest is just kind of shaking it side to side. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. 1 minute jumping jacks, right? Up to the top, out to the front. Up to the top, out to the front. Top, front. And again, if you want a higher impact, give me those regular jumping jacks. Otherwise, it's just alternating, which is totally fine. And we've got our minute of jacks here. Good job, guys. I see you all moving and popping. Way to go. I think secretly you all like a little bit of this cardio stuff. Let's see, we've got about 20 seconds. I'm gonna go higher impact for the last 15. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest for 20 here. Last one we've got is our alternating knee taps. And with that tap, you're gonna get a little twist, a little oblique crunch. Awesome. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Alternating knee taps. Get it up higher with that little bit of a higher impact on the balls of those feet. And again, you can twist. I like kind of smacking the knees a little bit. Gives you, again, getting that good energy. Tapping those quads out. Drive those knees up as high as you can. Move those hip flexors. We've done a lot of work with the hips. Those hip cars. Twist to either side. Again, lower impact. Nice and easy. You kind of rock side to side. Rocker Brody if you just kind of want to twist, or if you're sitting, that's totally okay. Can't really see ya. Awesome, guys. We got 20 seconds here. I'm gonna go higher impact for those last 20. We got 10. And then we're gonna rest, and we're gonna turn it back over to Justin. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo! Grab a little sip. Nice job, guys. It's about 8 minutes or so. All right, Justin.
There.
We'll turn it back over to you.
Did any of you guys, off topic but not really, watch the reformatted Jack Nicklaus versus Sam Snead from the Wonderful World of Golf? Have you guys seen that? It's on YouTube. You can watch it. I'll show you just 10 seconds just so you can see. And we can put a link in the chat. You guys see this?
Yeah.
Tour record 82 times.
So I think Jack was like
Absolutely straight for the hole. I wouldn't be.
Basically Jack was 23, Sam Snead was like 50 something, and it was like 1-on-1 against each other, and they basically reformatted in HD, so like it's actually in color. It's awesome. It's like an hour. It's on YouTube. We can put the link and send it to the guys. I watched it. My dad watched it, and they've been doing that with a lot of the old time. I think it's from Shell used to sponsor it, like 1-on-1 Jack versus Sam Snead. They played at Pebble Beach. It's pretty cool, and it's on PGA tours. They have a lot of that. They're pretty sweet to watch. All right, not too much break. Got to keep those heart rates up. All right, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go through some of this stuff from his name's Tom House, and I'll explain you who he is. It's kind of a fun story. This is isometric shoulder exercise / warm-up. So everyone's gonna go in a prayer position here. This can be as easy or as hard as you want. If you're not pressing and doing much here, you're not gonna feel much of anything. What I want you to think about is you're gonna put your hands together. You could be standing, I'm kneeling just so I'm near the camera. You're gonna push. So you're crushing something together right now. And then from there, keeping pressure, we're gonna do 20 reps where we're just pushing from side to side. We're not moving our chest. So Roger, no rotation. This is more just for your shoulders. You're gonna feel your pecs actually working. And we're just pushing from side to side. Again, this is as easy as hard as you want it. If you push hard, you literally can start to shake and go as hard as you want. If you want it to be easy, just move from side to side. Mark, don't move your chest, no rotation. I want chest to stay forward. You're just moving your arms and push hard. Push harder. Good, and rotate from side to side.
Roger, relax those shoulders. Roger Nakagawa, there you go. Shoulders.
Not up here, so back here. Good, and we'll do 10. Keep going. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna go shorter and a little bit faster motion. So instead of going big, we're gonna go here. And let's just go. We're gonna go for 30 seconds. Again, if you want it to be challenging, you push really, really hard. If you want it to be easy, don't push very hard. So this is some of these exercises adopted from Tom House. So Tom House, you may have heard of him. He got his start as a baseball guy, Dr. Tom House. He was like the pitching guru. He then became Tom Brady's like throwing coach. And the story goes of how he got involved with golf was he basically, a guy, they said a random guy called Titleist Performance Institute one day and wanted to get a club fitting. And they don't do club fitting for anyone but professionals. But he said, they said, Mr. House is on the phone. And the guy that ran TPI was like, Tom House? He's like, listen, if you teach us your shoulder stuff, I'll do a club fitting for you. So that's essentially how Tom House got involved in golf. All right, now we're going to do the opposite. So clasp your hands together this way. Now you're going to pull. Pull your hands apart. Again, you pull hard, it's going to be hard. You don't pull so hard, it's not going to be so hard. Same thing. Now, instead of a push, it's a pull from side to side. You should feel the backs of your shoulders. If this bothers your shoulders, just lower them down a little bit. It'll make it a little easier. So if you have a logo on your shirt, it'll just take some pressure off. You can go lower, kind of like you're rocking the baby. Again, rocking from side to side. I feel a lot of muscles working here. If this is easy, pull harder. And let's go 20, 19, 18, go. 17, keep going. 15, 13.
Lower those shoulders, guys. Make sure they're out of your ears.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shorter and faster. Go ahead for 30 seconds. Pull, pull, pull. Try to pull your hands apart.
Burning.
And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Go grab a golf club. So now we're going to do another forearm exercise. I'll put it out in front of me so you can see. We're going to start it at neutral, and then we're going to curl it, and we're going to go up. So it's just this motion. Up and down. Up and neutral. Up and neutral. Up and neutral. Hold it at the end. Elbow straight. We're going to go up to neutral. Up to neutral. Up and down. So you should be feeling this muscle here. We're going to do 20.
So, Justin, should the arm be long next to the side?
Yep, so nothing's moving except your wrist. So if you see my shoulders straight, my elbows straight, and I'm just moving my forearm very slightly.
So, Dick, bring your arm straight down. It shouldn't be out in front of you. There you go, kind of towards your side. And you're just doing that wrist motion with your arm at your side. There you go.
So Dick, keep the grip in your club so you're kind of flaring it out of your hand like this. Think about squeezing with your pinky. If you squeeze with your pinky and keep it there, it's going to be a much shorter motion. That's what I want. So if you look from here, I'm not going that high because I'm really squeezing with all 5 of my fingers. If I kind of take my fingers off, I can flail the club up and down. That's not what I want. So grip it tight, and we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Probably one of the most underrated things in I think golf and in baseball that people don't consider is their forearm and grip strength. And they said, apparently the other story about forearm and grip strength, when Mike Piazza got traded, I think to the end of his career, he was on the Padres, he went through their physical, and one of their physical things is to do a grip test, and apparently he broke the machine. That's how strong he is. So you wonder how a guy like that hits that many home runs. That's how. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to the other side. We're going to do the opposite. So we were in the front and going forward. We're going to bring it behind us. We're going to go up. So it's literally the opposite side of the forearm. Elbow totally straight. Grip that club tight. Moving that wrist up and down. This one should probably be a little bit easier. And we're just working different sides of the forearm.
Nice, Dwight, Greg, good. Drew.
You guys are going to get the forearm pump.
Roger Brody, good job. Morrow, awesome. Mark, you got it.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides.
Dick, relax those shoulders, buddy. I know, I see you shrugging. So grip your club at the end. At the end of your, yeah, and then, so grip it like you're just gonna take it and then you bring it up behind you. So I wanna see the club head coming up towards your head. In the back, up behind you, yep. So you're basically like pouring your bottle of beer out onto the ground. We all hate doing that, but we're tanking a beer right now, right? So Justin is basically taking his grip and he's taking the little knob on the end of that grip and putting it towards the ground. So that bulby club at the end of your, I want you to really get that up towards your back.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. Shannon, you ready?
Are those guys ready? I'm ready for round 2. Here we go.
Forearms are, I feel a pump.
Do you in the arms?
Yeah, the forearms, yeah.
Sure. All right. So we're going to start out with those reverse lunges. So we're going to go reverse lunges. We're going to step back into a reverse lunge with an opposite arm reach. So we're going to go reverse lunges, then we're going to go butt kickers with a little T in the arms, and then we're going to do a little squat with a knee raise. So we'll get through those 3 2 times, and we'll do our minutes. So here we go. Right leg, reverse lunge. We're going to do 30 seconds on either leg. So I am stepping back into a reverse lunge. Knee is behind my left toe, and I'm reaching. So you can go faster with this, or you can go nice and slow. It's up to you. You don't have to go down real deep either. Got another 10 seconds right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Now I'm going back with my left leg. I'm reaching with my left arm, and I'm reaching over my right knee. So I'm going up and down, and all of my weight is in my right heel, my right glute. I'm putting my hand on that glute to make sure I feel it working. I'm just doing a little quick reverse lunge tap. Want to just keep real good form with this. 3, 2, 1. Take a 20-second rest, and we're going into butt kickers. Whew. Anytime we do those lunges, I definitely feel that in the glutes, which is really good. Fires it up, gets them moving, it gets the heart rate going. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So, butt kickers, you can go nice and slow, or let's go higher impact. Again, that is on the balls of your feet, rocking side to side, and we're clapping in front, and we're opening up, so we're retracting those scapula. Good job, Morrow. You hang in there. I just saw you. Yep, flying like a bird. So big, wide, I call them T's, right? We're retracting, squeezing the pencil behind the shoulder blades, opening up. And again, you can do it nice and easy. You don't even really have to bring just feet are off the ground. You don't have to stay on the balls of the feet, or you just go up into nice higher impact. Whatever works for you guys. Keep those shoulders out of the ear. You've got 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. We rest for 20. And then we've got our last exercise in this circuit is going to be a little squat with an opposite elbow to knee. So if all you want to do is just a little squat, that's totally okay. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat, elbow to knee. Squat, elbow to knee. If you just want to do squats, that's fine. But I kind of like this squat with pick up. You pick up the knee, you bring your elbow to the knee. So we're rotating, right? We're working the core. And again, we want to squat, so we're sending our hips back, butt back, knees are behind the toes. And our elbows, our shoulders are out of the ears, elbows are out wide, because we're driving them to our opposite knee. Kind of like a bicycle. You want to go a little faster, you bring it up. You just increase the speed and your tempo. And we've got less than 20 seconds here. Or you just want to slow it down. And you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Rest for 20. And we got one more round of that. Whew, yeah. Hope you guys are feeling it. Again, active movement here, 10-second rest. If you want to keep it active, we're going back to those reverse lunges. 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge and step forward. So see, my knee is behind my toes. I'm putting the weight in my left heel and I'm reaching with my right arm over my left knee. I'm getting a little twist. We got 15 more seconds on this leg and then we switch sides. Lots of rotation. Really good. Again, working in that low glute on my left side. And let's switch sides. So now my right leg is staying straight, doing all the work. Left leg is going back. Left arm is reaching over the right knee. Swing those arms. Go faster if you want. And just get your tempo, how you feel. You want to keep it nice and low impact. Just take a little step back with a little rotation. It's all about the movement and what you can do. Rest for 20. Whew. All right, guys, awesome. Butt kickers with tees in 10 seconds. Hope you like this sort of intermittent. Justin and I always kind of try to see, hey, what do you want to do today? 3, 2, 1. Butt kickers and tees for a minute. Alternate those knees. Get those heels as high up as you can. Again, I'm on the balls of my feet, taking this nice and high, going nice and fast, keeping those shoulders out of my ears. That's it, Moro. I see you, buddy. Good job, Greg. And Drew, you guys are the only ones I can see right now, so keep it going, guys. Awesome job. If you, again, want it a little bit lower, you can just sort of, kind of sway side to side, but get those arms moving. We got 20 seconds, guys. I'm gonna go high impact for 20. I'm gonna get those heels up to my butt. Open up that chest. Justin's gonna come back with some more of the upper body. And then we might finish up with one more round of cardio. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Rest for 20. And we got our last one, which is our squat. This is it, guys. Come on. I do not want you guys dying on me. On the 18th hole, you all know you're going to want to play more than just 9. You're going to want to get out there for lots of golf with your bags. I want you to be ready. We don't want anyone injured. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat, knee to elbow. Again, if you just want to do some basic squats, or you just kind of want to hang out there, sit there, that's okay too. So we're doing this for a minute. Bring those knees to the elbows. Again, I'm crunching my core, I'm rotating, bringing my knees up, using those hip flexors, and I'm sitting back. I'm not letting my knees go in front of my toes. Good job, Moro. I see you, buddy. You got it, guys. 20 seconds. Here we go. Come on, hang in there with me. You got this. 10. Ooh, 10 seconds. Drive those knees or sit into your squat, whatever it is that you're doing. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Grab a nice sip of water, and we're gonna transition back to Dr. Justin.
Real quick, I just replied to one of the Yards and Years emails with that YouTube link, so you guys all have it of Jack and Sneed, which I think you guys will enjoy. It's pretty cool. All right, when you grab your water, we're gonna go. You could be standing, seated, it doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with. You're gonna grab your club and watch me before we do it. I'd recommend your club's going to be upright, and you're going to grab towards not the butt end, but up above, because it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So before we were arms straight ahead and we were making big rotations, we're not going to do that. We're going to do actually the opposite. So instead of making big rotations, we're going to grip it. And when you grip it, I want it to be in your fingertips and keep it like in the balls of your hand. If it gets in your palm, you're going to lose the club, which is what I want. So grab it in your fingertips and wrap your fingertips around so you got a good grip. And then watch how small the motion's going to be. But we're going to go, basically, I call it like a pulse. So your arm's going to be straight, and we're just going to move literally about total 6 inches. And we're going to do it together for 10 seconds because it's going to be challenging. So watch me. It'll just kind of look at like this pace. So we'll start, and it'll just be. Now, if you have the club in your palms, it's going to move all around, which I don't want. So make sure everyone will do it on my count. Put the club in your grip, in your fingertips, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. So go fast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Thanks, guys. Good job.
3, 2, 1. Whew, that's challenging. Switch sides, left side. Give the right side a break. Same thing. Grip it into your fingertips. Good tight grip on it. If it's in your palm, you're not going to move it, or it's going to move too much. Here, and go ahead. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. We're going to go back to the right side. So we were straight. Now we're just going to do the same thing, but bent. So your elbow is out in front, but it's going to be bent, but then the same thing. All right. Ready? And go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch sides. You may also feel your shoulder working. There's a reason for that. There's a fancy term called irradiation. It basically means when you strengthen one area, other areas get stronger. So if you think about it, when you are at impact on the golf ball or baseball or anything, you know, your grip becomes tight at impact, which transfers all the way up to the rest of your body. So you might feel your shoulder tiring because if you're gripping tight, it actually makes your shoulder better, which also talks about why if you have good grip strength, it's going to help your shoulders. So let's go back to the left side. Same thing. Bent elbow this time. Sorry. So bent elbow. And ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Now, go ahead and take, if you can, this one, you can try to grab it at the end if you want, or if it needed to be a little easier, you can do that. We're going to do an around the world, right? So we're going to try and keep our arms straight and make the biggest circle we can with just our wrist. So I don't want any shoulder movement. I don't want any elbow movement. I literally just don't hit yourself in the face when you bring your club back behind you. But let's just start trying to make some big circles. Take your other arm and literally hold it in place. Just let your wrist move. Let's just make enormous circles. And let's try to do 5 in one direction. That's 3 for me, going counterclockwise. And then 5 in the other direction.
So Dick, just one hand. There we go. Mark, you got to go all the way around your head. You can't just go out front. So arm is going to be straight. Arm's going to be straight out in front of you and move that wrist. Just the wrist. No elbow, no elbow. Just the wrist. Come on, like you're a cowboy with a lasso, but just from the wrist.
Okay, everyone we'll do the left side together on my pace. Or the other side. So elbow, arm fully straight. And let's go. We're going to go slow for this is going to be 1 and 2, 3, slower, 4, 5. Okay, reverse direction. 1, 2. Don't lose that grip. 3. Reach, 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 reach. 4. 5. Good. All right. Now, our shoulder setup is going to be the same. This time what we're going to do is we're going to make circles. So instead of pushing side, we're going to start making circles. Okay? We'll do it at my pace. We're going to go a big circle first, and we're going to do 20 in each direction. So go at my pace. So ready? And a big circle. So push. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4.
Nice.
5. Push if it's too easy. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, halfway there, 11, 12, 13, good, 14, come on, 15, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. If your shoulders aren't burning, you weren't working hard enough. Woo. Take a second. We're going to go the other direction for 20. So I just went counterclockwise, so I'm going to go clockwise this time. All right, ready? Go ahead. Big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going. If I tried to pull your arms apart right now, you shouldn't let me. So if I grabbed each one of your forearms and tried to pull it, you shouldn't let me pull them apart. Like you're holding on to your last dollar. 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, come on, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Woo!
20.
Wow.
All right, last 2 things and we'll turn it back over to Shannan for cardio. We're gonna go 20, so 40 more reps, but with a pull. We'll go a little faster to make it easier this time though. All right? So it's just gonna be this way. All right, we'll go a little faster, again, because the slower you go, the harder it is. So I'll make it easy on you guys. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's too easy, pull harder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. One more. Good. Shake it out. Whew. All right. Last one, and then you're all Shannon's. Let's go. If your arms aren't burning, again, you're not working hard enough. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull. 6, come on, pull harder. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Come on. Five more. 5, 4, 3, pull harder. 2, come on, last one. Whew. My shoulders are tired. I don't know about you guys. Good job. So again, very easy thinking about, I know it got a lot, we talked about what to do for warm up. So let's say some of you guys got some shoulders that like they take a while to get loose at the range. You can obviously stretch them, you can hit balls, but again, some of these little activation, remember we talked about the difference between stretching and activation. You don't have to do this to a point you get fatigued like we did, but really easy to just kind of get yourself moving a little bit, get those back muscles, get those chest muscles, 10 each direction as a really easy warm up, pushing side to side. This is what, this is again, that guy, Tom House, who started in baseball. This is what he does with a lot of his pitchers. They're out on the field. There's no weight room on the field, just to kind of get some of the shoulder muscle activated. So just other ideas for you to make sure that your core, we talk lower body, another upper body. And again, if you want it as an exercise, then you do a lot of them like we did. If you want it as a warm up or an activation, you just do half the reps with a little less intensity. All right, they're all yours, Shannon.
All right, guys. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to finish up with just 2 exercises instead of 3, and then we'll do a little bit of stretching because I know we've done a lot of upper body. And actually, one of my exercises, I had some upper body, but I won't crush you today. So we've got 2 exercises. We're going to do some of this so you guys can see a little bit better full body action here. So we're going to go side lunge, long arms, come up overhead and step over. So you can hop it or you can just step out. So that's one. And then the second one is going to be basically like we're doing the twist. Now, if that's too much for you or you're Rodian and your back's really crapped out today, so if you want to try to just do a lower impact, totally cool too. We'll do those 2 times, 1 minute each, 20-second rest, and then we'll do a little stretching. All right, so here we go. Lateral lunges, we're starting off. So long arms, you come up and you lean to the right? So when we lunge, we send that hip back, right? So my hip goes back. My knees, again, are behind the toes. Now I'm gonna go a little bit higher impact here, side to side. So I'm kind of hopping laterally, and I'm just swinging my arms nice and big, but I'm sending my butt back. The other thing, my back is flat. You never round the back. Well, not in this case. We never round our back when we do our hip hinges for these kinds of exercises because with the higher impact, we want to try to really protect that low back. So just do a nice little hop side to side, and again, you can just step it on out. So a nice and controlled lateral movement. Again, we're using those glutes, the outer abductors, to control 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 20. All right, guys, awesome. Next one we've got is our little twisting hops. So if you want to kind of keep this little break active, you can. We've got 5 more seconds, and we're going to go right into our twisting hops for a minute. Here we go. So kind of an old school sort of, I'm just twisting those feet. I'm getting on the balls of my feet. Now again, if that's too much for you, just do a little upper body thoracic turn and just little step outs in front of you that make it a little bit easier. But what I really wanted to accomplish here was not only getting the heart rate up, but we're twisting. We're twisting those hips, right? I did some mobility work today from Andrew Hannon. We did some basically lower body separation, just some hip movements, that's all. So important to move your hips. And I can tell my left side is so much tighter than my right. So I have some work to do. So this kind of stuff, just great for keeping the body hydrated, really feeling flexible. And you need this when I get out of bed in the morning. By the time we're done with this workout, I hope that you feel better than you did when you started. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for 20. We're going back to our lateral lunges. Yeah, I feel like I got hit by a bus when I get out of bed in the morning, but by the time I do my first workout, I'm usually feeling much better and glad I did it. So sometimes you just need to kind of hydrate everything, get everything sort of moving, get the creaks out. All right, here we go. Lateral lunges, arms up overhead. So easy, nice step outs to either side. Remember to send the butt back, flat back. Otherwise, you want to go higher impact. Let's hop it side to side. So we're bending my right knee, sending my hip back. Bending my left knee, sending my hip back. Just big hops, or again, nice steps. Just a nice little bend. We're bowing, right? We're bowing over that bent knee. So you're bending each side that you lean to. We all do this. These are movements. This is the frontal plane. I'm moving my arms in the sagittal plane. But we all move in these different planes of motion. All right, guys, 20 more seconds. And I'm basically gonna go high impact for those last 20. Way to go, guys. You are troopers today. Rocking it. 3, 2, and 1. Rest for 20. We got our last one, and then I'm gonna take it down with some stretches for that upper body. We'll get a little neck stretch. We'll get a little scap stretch. And we'll get a little hip stretch as well. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're doing that rotating of the hips, right? If you want those arms out nice and wide, you want to keep them in like a washing machine, right? And again, if this is too much for you, Mauro, if you just kind of want to twist it back and forth, that's totally cool too. Anybody, or hey, Mauro, you want to take it up high impact? Go for it, buddy. You guys all rock, and I'm so proud of you. Keep up with me here. Not too much longer, we have 30 seconds, and then we stretch. Woo. Thursday cardio, guys. This is kind of like, hopefully, a nice little change for upping our game. 15 seconds. Keep breathing. That's one of the biggest things. Just breathe. And we've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Grab a sip of water if you want. I'm going to start out with a stretch for the neck. I'm going to go down the body. I'm going to grab my head, the top of my head with my left hand, and my right hand, I'm going to reach for my window, and I'm just going to slightly pull my head towards my left ear, towards my left shoulder. So I'm really trying to get a really nice stretch. I can drop my chin to my chest, reach with that right hand, drop your chin to your chest, say yes and no. And I just really want to create a nice separation, even just moving my right hand up and down a little bit just to kind of find the better stretch. But I just really want to create some separation there between my shoulder and my neck. Open up those muscles. Let's go to the other side. Grab with the right hand, left hand, and reaching out as far as I can. And I just want to pull. Lightly, gently pull. Feel that stretch. Drop your chin to your chest. And then say yes and no. So I can pick it up and pull it down. When I find that really nice stretch and those traps, feels so good. Awesome. All right, so we did all the shoulder work. We want to bring right arm across the body. You can bring your other hand into a 90-degree and kind of hold that. We just really want to get a nice stretch into that scapula. We want to open it up, make some space, breathe into that, and relax those shoulders. Drop them down out of your ears, drop them down the back. I get a totally different feeling from when I'm shrugged to when I'm relaxing those shoulders, almost pulling through my front of my arm, but I feel it in the back too. Switch sides. So we're locking that right arm at 90 degrees and then pulling my left arm across the body, opening up that back scapula and the shoulder. Whatever you're able to do, I want you to work through this one. Awesome, guys. All right, so let's take the left arm up overhead. We'll stay there. Grab it with your right hand. Left foot crosses the right, and we're gonna just stretch the body. So now we're in the hips and the lats. So I'm leaning towards my right, getting a really nice stretch in my left side. I'm creating the C with my body. I'm looking underneath my left armpit. Yeah, feel that good stretch all the way down through your hips. Let's switch sides. So with the left hand, I'm gonna grab my right wrist. Right leg is crossing over left. I'm gonna curve to the left and feel this big stretch in my right side. Awesome. Look underneath that armpit if you can. Feel that stretch into the hip. Oh, awesome. Last one here we're gonna do for the hips. If you can while you're standing, if you need to hold on to something, that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is cross that left ankle over my right knee, and I'm just gonna drop my hips back and try to sit into that little figure 4 pose. Again, you can do this sitting, or if you want your golf club, put your golf club out in front of you and you can hold on to that. But I want you to just feel that almost like a stretch in your rear hip. You can hold on to your wall, a table, a chair, whatever works, but almost push that left knee open a little bit. You're gonna get some really nice space, good stretch in that left side. Let's go to the right. Right knee, or right ankle over left knee. I'm gonna open up my hip. I'm just gonna sit back into it a little bit. Again, you can do this sitting, you can do it standing, leaning on something. Many variations of this figure 4 or pigeon pose. You just wanna open up that hip crease, make some space there. If you guys are feeling really tight after today, maybe try yoga at 4. With Jess today, you guys probably got the email. If you didn't, shoot me a message, I'll send you the link. Jess is great, we do it at 4, and then there's happy hour at 5. So, whew,